Hi guys, this is Manu from You Can Change. Today I just wanted to make a little video about culpability and how we feel so guilty sometimes when we relax, when we take time for ourselves, when we watch our favorite series on TV. And I just wanted to share that because at the moment I've got two clients who are struggling with this program of I've got to work hard to succeed. I've got to work hard until I've accomplished or fulfilled my objectives, met my target. So this is a program that is constantly coming up at the moment. It's been one of mine for a while. Some of you know that. And so basically what happened is I've got one of my clients and she's allowed me to share this experience because I think it's so important. It's going to help some of you as well. So she has got objectives to meet before the end of this year. And she can see for the last few months that she's going to struggle to meet them. So what happened, she's been really working really hard and trying to motivate her teams as well. But she knows she's not going to meet these objectives. So what happened is every single time that she's working really hard and then all of a sudden she needs a break. So she's going to, spend time for herself. She's going to relax. She's going to stop working or she's going to go for coffee, with a friend. But as soon as she takes that time off, ego, mind is starting to kick off and she's getting this voice in a dialogue is kicking off. And it's like, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't take time for yourself. You haven't met your objective of this year. Come on, you need to go back to work. You don't have time for this. You don't have time to relax. So then as soon as she relaxes, she's got this ego. So what she does is she's going straight back into work because she feels guilty of relaxing. But then obviously, as soon as you start working really hard, you get exhausted, you get tired, you get stressed, and you need a break. And then you start taking this break again, and then you're back into this craziness of your mind and your ego telling you to go back to work. So how do you stop this little circle? So basically, what we did is I told her, I said, listen, this is what we're going to do. Imagine tomorrow, Tuesday, that was a Monday. Imagine tomorrow, Tuesday, you are going to take the day off. This is your day and you can do anything but not work. What are you going to do? So she said, fine, I'm going to sleep in, then I'm going to have a nice brunch, and then I'm going to read for 2 hours, and then I'm going to meet someone for coffee, and then I'm going to watch a bit of TV or my favorite series. I said, okay, cool. And I said, how is every single one of these activity is going to serve you in the long run? So first thing is, how are you going to feel when you sleep in? Well, I'm going to feel relaxed because I'm going to catch up on my sleep, so I'm going to be rested. Okay, so how is being rested going to benefit your work? Well, if I'm rested, I'm going to have more energy, so I'm going to be more productive. So all you need to do is find a way to benefit your ego, benefit where the struggle is or where the little inner voice is coming. So then you can negotiate with your ego. So basically staying in bed, instead of feeling guilty, she can say, see ego, I'm staying in bed because I'm catching up on my sleep and I'm going to get more energy and then I'm going to be more productive at work. So it's all good. We can chill and we can stay in bed. Second example, I said, how is reading your book for 2 hours going to benefit your work? And she said, well, I've got this book. It's all about behaviors and I love it. But I never read it. And I said, okay, so how is that going to benefit you? And she said, well, actually, I'm managing a lot of people. So by reading this book is going to really help me understand behaviors better and potentially manage my teams better and have a better conversation with them and motivate them better. I said, okay, that's perfect. So this is a very good way to negotiate with your ego and say, ego, I'm reading, I'm taking time for myself, but then I'm learning something new. And how important it is to learn because then I can motivate my team better. Okay, and then I said, so, you have to go on and on every single activity and, negotiate with your ego to find a positive thing that is going to calm down your inner voice and justify the fact that you're taking time for yourself. So then she said, okay, Manu, it's all very well, but now I want to watch my series and my series is not really interesting and I'm not learning anything. I'm just literally switching off. And I said, okay, so what does that bring you? What does that give you to watch your favorite series, even though it's not like, learning anything and it's a little bit like stupid, relaxing, we all love one of these once in a while. She said, well, all it does is I really switch off and I don't think of work. And I said, okay, so what it does to you when you don't think of work? She said, well, just switching off, give me a break. And then when I go back to work, it's cool. Like I can start again and I've got a bit of a new start. So I said, okay, so it's a bit like when you're indoors all day and then you go for a break, you go for a walk and you change your states because, you're breathing fresh air, you take the sunlight or the rain, you change your body temperature changes, it's winter now, so it gets colder. You kind of have a bit of a reset button and then you go back in. And no matter whether it's sunny or not, or it's raining, you go back and you've got new energy. It's exactly the same, even though you watched a series, you go back to work and then you feel like refreshed and you feel like you had a bit of a break. So it's all good because, you're going to be refreshed when you go back to work eventually. So all I'm saying is, how it's important, in everything that I say, it's important that you take time for yourself. You take those 5-10 minutes a day in your week, take a break, chill, do whatever you need to do, whatever, rock your boat, really. You need to do that. But do it with consciousness, because if you do that feeling guilty with your inner voice kicking off, you need to negotiate with your ego so then you don't feel guilty about taking time for yourself. So if that resonates with you, taking those 5 minutes a day doesn't take long, it's 5 minutes, and I'm relaunching the 30 days challenge in January. We start on the 2nd of Jan. I've already got registration. And this is basically to just learn to take that time for yourself. We're going to work on our mindset. We're going to work on the body image. We're going to work on the emotions. We're going to work on daring and refocus on what we love doing and love to do for ourselves. So if that's something that interests you, I'm going to post the link below. You can register now. In the meantime, check with your ego. Everything you take time for yourself, negotiate, because your ego is here to protect you, not to destroy you, but sometimes it's got the adverse effect. So you need to be very mindful about your inner voice and negotiate with it. So I hope that's clarified a few things about the ego mind. If you're interested about the challenge, PM me, send me a message if you have questions. I've also created as a gift. So if you feel like someone around you could be with the boost of self-esteem, self-confidence, a bit like taking more time for herself. If you see someone who is running around for everyone but not doing anything for herself, send her to that challenge. It's going to be so good for her. And in the meantime, I will answer all your questions that you have. The registration are still open for a while, but we start beginning of Jan. So we still have a bit of time, but I just wanted to put that out there. I'm sending you lots of love, wishing you a great evening, and I'll speak to you soon.